Hey everyone. All right, today I want to talk about promoting troops and why it's important to do so. So I have a couple of reports to show you. So let's show you the reports really quick. So these are battles we had when we were still with NRT, so that's why it says NRT on there. We are now over with you guys. He's over here, and so is Chode, the next report I'm going to show you. We're going to ignore that. That's for later. Right here, I want you to see the average troops. So you see here, our average strength or our average strongest soldier was 9 for infantry, 8.8 for marksman. Just kidding, that's lancer. And then 9.2 for marksman. Whereas these people are all straight level 10s because if you go down here and check their soldiers, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, like they only sent out 10. So not only were we grossly outnumbered, we were really outpowered too because they made sure to send their strongest, whereas we did not. So he did. See, he sent all his strongest. Darcy sent all her strongest. Mita also sent all her strongest. So did Baby Base. You see that? That's my Baby Base. She sent all her strongest. But me and Jack, we kind of just sent soldiers. I think I had it like a 50, 20, 30. And because I had, not as many strong troops or, the way that percentages it, I don't think that's a word, but the way it calculated it essentially, I had a lot of really weak ones. Look, I had a level 5, a level 7, level 6. Those are going up against level 10s. Those are not going to win. So my Lancers really brought down the average. Same with this guy right here. He really brought down the average. We may have had a little bit of a better chance had we sent the correct heroes, or not heroes, sorry, soldiers. But again, I had more weaker troops versus stronger troops. So it just averaged out that I was bringing down everyone else. So that's why we want you to promote your troops. Don't worry if you haven't done it. I literally didn't start promoting my troops for Big Base until recently, like a few weeks ago, when I realized that it does really make a difference. With Baby Base, I had just been doing it as she's been growing. So that's why I have only level 9s. So look at the comparison. Even though the only real difference is 13,000 troops about. So yes, Big Base sent out 13,000 troops, but she lost 2 million power, right? Whereas Baby Base, even though she's 13,000 troops weaker or less troops, you guys get it. She only lost 1,700,000. They held their own because they were fighting against soldiers that are pretty much on the same level as them. Whereas I'm sending babies out to fight adults, and that is going to drag down the average. This one is a victory. Again, we're going to go scroll all the way down here. So this person only had marksman, and they did have it 9.7, but we also had infantry, lancers, and marksman. But here's where you can see the difference as well. So again, she sends 13,000 less than Big Base, but she also loses less because they hold their own. See, level 9, level 9. These guys, they didn't get hurt at all. My infantry got hurt, but infantry gets hurt all the time. It's always going to be infantry first. That's why we always send infantry first when you're refilling our battles, because those are the first to go, and we just need to make sure that they're there to protect the lancers and the marksmen. So again, see, barely any losses there. Let's see her. Yep, losses here. So we lost some here, we lost some here, we lost here. These guys, because they're level 10 and they were going against level 10s, they did better. So it does make a difference, upgrading and promoting your troops. So there's that. And then let me go to show you how to do it. So right now, if you notice, I have some people out here gathering. because I want to show you what happens when you have your troops out. Because when you have your troops out, it won't let you promote because it can only promote the troops that you have available in your bases. So because I have a lot of soldiers out, probably all my soldiers out, gathering resources, it doesn't give you that option. So if you're ever trying to promote your troops and you see the little arrow's not there, it's because they're not home. You need to have them home in order to promote them. So I'm just going to bring them back really quick. I think these are going to get back sooner. And then let me see what we have coming back. So for them, they're coming back. See, Lancers, Lancers, Lancers. So there's a bunch of Lancers out with these people. So now that they're going to come back, look, they just came back. We're going to go back to my city. We're going to go back to Lancers and train. These are the ones that are home now. So now these are the ones that I can promote. So it does use quite a lot of resources. So you want to make sure that you are always sending out your gatherers before you go to bed. I forget. I am so guilty of that. But I've lost so much resources that I'm a little more diligent about doing it. So just make sure that you are always sending your people out for gathering, unless it's BIA. If it's BIA, stay home. But look, see, now they're available. So this is what you do to promote. Super easy. So you click on the one that you want. So we want this guy. And we're going to click this little arrow and see we can promote 1071. If you notice here, we would only be training new people of 951 Lancers if we wanted to train new level 2. But you're always going to get more troops trained to the higher level. I don't know why. I think maybe because they already have a little bit of like training. I don't know. I don't know the reason. But you're going to go here and you're going to promote. And I'm going to use my extra wood because I haven't been gathering as much as I should have. So I should have more of a stockpile, but that's why it's important. Always send your troops out to gather and also always promote. So I'm just going to quickly use a speed up just so you can see. Again, promote, replenish, promote, and there you go. So the more you promote them, the longer it's going to start taking. So it is going to be a very time-consuming project that you're going to take. But at the end of it, it's going to work out in your favor because your soldiers are going to be stronger on average. So that's why whenever we have those fun events where you need to like promote your troops or train troops, you'll want to always do, the castle battle, appointment details, Minister of Education, because of course it increases your training speed and your capacity. So on top of the 1,000 whatever that you were training or promoting, you can have another 200. And then of course, if you go here and go to growth and do training capacity and use that one, you're going to get even more. So if you do the castle buff with Minister of Strategy, no, mentira, Minister of Education, plus that buff, you can train them pretty quick. So that's the reason that I have been able to promote almost all of the marksmen, is because I was doing it that way with the events so that I could get those points also. But yeah, so you just want to make sure that you're promoting them. If you have questions, let me know. I hope I didn't confuse you guys. If I did, tell me. I'll try to remake the video in a more simpler way, but I think it should be good. So let me know. All right, bye.